Hey y'all, it's Brooke, and welcome to Brooke Cooks. Today we're gonna be making oven baked barbecue ribs, which is kind of like a specialty of mine because I can almost do it with my eyes closed. And you know, it's a great option for any day of the week. You don't know what to eat, let's just have some ribs. Pairs great with potatoes, rice. Even if you wanted to do pasta, you could, or if you even just wanted to serve it with a veggie, it's a great option. So my go-to cut are the St. Louis style pork ribs. It's just something about those particular ones. I don't know. I just love the way that they cook. I love the way that they fall apart once they're tender. It's just a great experience. I try to keep my seasonings a little simple, even though it looks like there's a lot going on. So, of course, we use our binder, which I'm going with yellow mustard with a little sprinkle of which sauce. Where's your sauce? Then we gonna start with some salt, pepper. I would normally go with garlic powder, but I ain't have none in my pantry today because I always use garlic. So I found some roasted garlic and herb. I'm going with onion powder and whichever your favorite rub is. This is not necessarily my favorite. It was just in my pantry. And we are going to season these bad boys up, put them in the oven for about an hour on 350. Then we're gonna take them out. We're gonna wrap them with brown sugar and butter, put them back in for another hour, crank up the heat, and watch the magic that happens. Let's get started. Okay, so first step is to put our binder on our ribs. I like to start on the back side of the ribs because one, doesn't really need that much work, and I think that it is an essential step that I see a lot of people overlook. So we're gonna add our mustard. And then we're gonna add some wish-woody-woody sauce. And then we're gonna rub it in. We're just gonna massage that thing. You hear what I'm saying? Oh, and also before I forget, now some people like to remove the membrane off of the ribs. I do. I just happen to do it when I first buy my meats and I bring them home. I usually go to Costco to buy my stuff, so they're coming in huge packages, and we're not gonna eat all that meat in one shot. So I like to separate them and all that, and sometimes I get in the mood, I'm like, well, I got the meats out, let me just go ahead and clean them. So all I gotta do when it's time to cook is defrost, season, and do what I do. So after that, I'm just gonna wash my hands really fast. And then we're going to start seasoning the back side of our ribs here. Okay, so now we're gonna season. We're gonna start with some salt. Can't ever forget the salt. For your barbecue rub, or if you're using an all-purpose seasoning, if it has salt, you might not even need to add salt, or if you still decide that you do, just be a little light on the salt. And we're gonna go with some freshly cracked black pepper. Again, this is the back side, so we don't have to go too crazy, but still an essential step. Then we're gonna go with this roasted garlic herb spice blend. Some onion powder. And we're gonna try a little bit of this barbecue rub. Hopefully it doesn't come out crazy. Okay. gonna press it in. If you feel like you didn't get an even distribution, just go ahead and move them spices around. And then we're gonna flip these over and season the best part. So now that our ribs are seasoned, and them things is seasoned, honey. Okay, we're gonna spray our rack. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I like to cook mine on a rack. One, it lets the ribs get cooked evenly on the bottom and the top. And normally, which I might end up doing anyway, I still like to line the bottom tray with foil because less mess is the best. So we're gonna spray this rack just so that our ribs don't stick, and then we're gonna transfer them. Get these bad boys on here. So now that our ribs are completely seasoned, and they're seasoned, we are going to transfer these to this rack here. We cook this on this rack so that they cook evenly on the top and the bottom. And once they're done in a 350 degree oven for an hour, we're gonna wrap them in our brown sugar and butter oven foil wraps. So I've already sprayed this rack with some avocado oil, plus we added some avocado oil onto the ribs already to avoid stickage, as we're gonna call it. Okay, so now we are gonna start prepping our foil wraps. So I've got some foil that I already ripped, and being that I cut my racks in half, I'm doing 4 individual packs. So we're going to layer some brown sugar, and And being that it's only half a rack, I'm gonna just go ahead and put 2 little tabs of butter here. And we're just getting these ready so that once the ribs are done, all we gotta do is place them and then throw them back in the oven. Just in case my wraps aren't secure enough and I need to add some more foil. So we want these wraps sealed securely because this is what's gonna get those ribs extra tender. So now we wait. Wrapped, they're gonna go back into the oven for another hour at 400 degrees. All right, y'all, we did it. We finished it. The ribs are out the oven. And we're gonna open up the foil pack. See them things? Flip them over really quick. Oh, it's so tender. Now this liquid here, that is liquid gold. That's gonna be our drippings for whatever. We having mashed potatoes with this today, so wish me luck trying to get it. Ooh. There we go. And now I'm gonna cut these up, and then we're gonna go for a taste test. They close it down.
to smack somebody's mama.
It's going down. Try myself. And that's with no barbecue sauce. I meant to say that before. You have the option after taking them out, put some barbecue sauce on them, put them back in the oven on broil for like 4 to 5 minutes. They're beautiful. But these will go without. And there you have it. Oven baked barbecue ribs. And thank you for watching Brooke Cooks. I'll see you later.
Got that love. Got me open like